Good evening, Facebook world. This is Rebecca with Red True Crime with a special update. I really like the sound of that special update. Sounds like I'm a news anchor. So, interestingly enough, there was a podcast on last night, and Sara Carmichael was the special guest. And I already did talk about this last night, but I'm going to talk a little bit further about it tonight because we've got too many people getting on Facebook and making threats at people, and that is getting really, really old, and it needs to stop. It so needs to stop. But I think I'm going to call out Aaron and Lauren Heitzenreiter or something like that, whatever their name is. Lauren Heitzenreiter and her husband Aaron. Young couple, but very young. But they apparently felt the need to get on Facebook and start saying things to Star and making threats against her. And that's not okay. You know, they called her out saying, "You don't even know Marissa. What the hell are you doing involved?" Well, the detective doesn't know Marissa, so should he not be involved? I don't know Marissa. Should I not do this? I mean, at the end of the day, we're just trying to get her found. At the end of the day, we're trying to keep her name out there in the media any way possible, so people keep looking and they don't stop. That's the key. Not stopping. So, Lauren and Aaron, thank you for your comments. Thank you for your questions, but your opinions are not welcomed or needed. Have a nice day. So let's get back to Miss Sara Carmichael. Not Mrs. Carmichael, Miss Sara Carmichael. Because Sara Carmichael has never been a Mrs. She's never been married. Her husband, Tony, is not her husband. They are never been married. In fact, he only got divorced in 2019 from his wife in Pennsylvania. So, ruminate on that. So yeah, they've never been married. And I would not call it such a big deal about her calling him her husband if North Carolina acknowledged common law marriages, which they do not do. So, they are shacking up together. You know, whatever you want to call it. And that's the other thing. While we're on the fact of Sara Carmichael's husband, Tony, where the hell is this guy? You know, where the hell is this guy? I mean, we haven't heard shit out of him. You know, his stepdaughter is missing, has been missing for months, and nothing. You know, no statements, no nothing. So what are you hiding there? You know, I'd like to know more about that. And there's that. So now Sara. So the group, the podcast she was on, they kept referring to her as Mrs. Carmichael, which we now know she's not married. Then she starts telling the rhetoric, same bullshit story she's been saying all this time. Like, these poor guys, I felt bad for them. They were like set up to fail, basically, because she's given them her story, and that's not even the story. You know, they were missing some spots, some stoppings, you know, from High Point to Greensboro. You know, she was big on going on talking about how Naja, you know, convinced Marissa to go out that night. Marissa didn't even want to go out. She didn't want to do anything. And then on that live she did, the guy was like, yeah, so Marissa just got dressed up, wanted to go out, wanted to relax. And I'm like, where's the story that Naja conned her out of the house to set her up? I guess we're not sticking to that. But she is still sticking to the story that Sean and Jersey are involved in her disappearance, in Marissa's disappearance. You know, I am so tired of talking about Shawnee Lily and Jersey Moneybag. I mean, I'm tired of it because these guys have got nothing to do with this. So we're not going to talk about them anymore. Sara can keep going on about it, but you all know where I stand on this. You know where the police stand on this. They're not involved. So Sara just needs to shut the hell up. And that's the other thing, because the words Sara was using, I don't even know they were even her words. Because Smoke was seen leaving her house last night with a big bag. And I also know that she was being coached by somebody behind the camera when she was talking on that podcast. So, what, now is he your puppet master? He's paying your rent, supplying you with drugs, and telling you what to say to people? But he is so devastated that Marissa's missing. Bullshit. Bullshit. Guy's already got another girlfriend. You know, he's got his miscellaneous baby mama kids all over the damn tri-state area. You know? And Smoke, dude, you're a freaking joke, man. I mean, seriously. Like, why go by the name Smoke? That makes no damn sense. You know, you've got so many aliases. Like, the Gamel McIntyre actually sounds kind of cool. I would go with that. Charles Lindsay is whatever. And also, I would like to know what the hell you took out of Sarah's house in that bag. Like, what was in that? Was it more things to burn? You know, what's going on with that? But, yeah, I think Smoke's the puppet master in all of this. I think Smoke is the culprit behind all of this. You know, I mean, let's go back to the puppet master thing. You know, he's got Sarah, the mother of the missing woman, basically kissing his ass. And this woman has seen this man put his hands on her daughter and her grandchildren. But yet she's still kissing his ass. How much sense does that fucking make? And then you've got her, Smoke paying Tasha to start trailing Marissa and report back to him everything she's doing. So what is that all about? It's like, I don't understand. This guy has got like some type of energy where people are just absolutely terrified of this dude. And every time someone tells me anything about him, they're like, oh, don't let him know that I said this because he's crazy. So, dude, if you walk like a duck and talk like a duck, you're crazy. You know, because you shouldn't be walking or talking like a duck if you're a human. But, it is absolutely nuts. This whole case is freaking nuts. And, you know, there are times where we actually as a group sit here and talk like, you know, should we continue? Should we keep doing this? Because, the nastiness involved in this game is pretty damn harsh, you know? And it takes a toll on you physically, mentally, emotionally. And, when you have this much conflict going on regarding a case, it's no wonder why no one ever gets found. You know, either the police don't take things seriously, or you've got family members going out of their way to thwart the investigation by lying about the background of the person who's missing. Oh no, she never sold her body for sex. Oh no, she didn't have sex with random men. Ugh! You know, seriously, stop that. Marissa's not being trafficked. Stop running with that story. It didn't happen. Okay? Did not happen. The detective has stopped giving you information because you're ridiculous, Sarah. Sarah. You're absolutely ridiculous. And I don't know how you were able to raise those two kids. I mean, how social services did not come in and remove them from you. Maybe if they had done that, Marissa would still be alive. Or around, at least. Because, honestly, Sarah, you failed your daughter. You did. By letting her run around wild at the age of 12, hanging out in hotel rooms by herself with God knows who, you failed her. By her getting pregnant at 14, you failed her. By her continuing to have more children unmarried, without a partner, you failed her. I mean, let's talk about another person that's come up in this investigation, you know, when we were doing our deep dives. And that was a guy by the name of Jonathan White. And they're like, Rebecca, who's Jonathan White? I'm glad you asked. I'm going to tell you. So, Jonathan White was the boyfriend that Marissa had prior to Smoke. Yes, prior to Smoke. Jonathan White and Smoke were like the best of friends. They called each other brothers. They were very close. Now, this guy was all about Marissa. Like, thought, you know, butter wouldn't melt in her mouth. I mean, he just adored her. And he got with her when she was about 16 years old and he was about 23, 24. So, not great. But you could tell he liked her a lot. But here's what happened to Jonathan White. He died. Yeah, he died. It was a drug deal gone bad. Actually, no, I take that back. Scratch that. It was a random robbing, and they did catch the people who did. It was a couple kids, and they are in prison. But who's to say? Conspiracy theory. Who's to say that Smoke didn't set the whole damn thing up? We already know he's obsessed with Marissa. We already know that he wouldn't leave her alone. So even though Jonathan essentially had her first, which, sorry for saying that, but, Jonathan was there first, who's to say that Smoke didn't want it more? And had him killed, because it was right after Jonathan died, she ended up with Smoke. And then the story continues. So that might be another body. Another more blood on Smoke's hands, in my opinion. Very possible. So, it's amazing the things you find through Facebook. It's amazing because everyone puts their world out there. I mean, you can find out anything about anybody. It's absolutely maddening. It's its own little weird social media Google. But yeah, Smoke is more involved in this than anyone's willing to admit. And so what? If he threatens people, he threatens people. Don't let a bully win. Smoke sucks. A lot. And I truly believe he is responsible for what happened to Marissa. And I truly believe he is the answer to all of this, and she's in Trinity. I'm going to keep saying it. She's in Trinity. But, yeah, all I'm going to say is time's running out on my sanity and everybody else's sanity. And, people need closure. People need closure. I've never meant that more until this moment. That is, I've said it before, but I truly mean it, because closure needs to be had. And you can't just simply just give up on the case. You just can't, because you do that doesn't solve anything. But yeah, it's a sad time. These kids who've been in foster care since October of 2023 have missed Christmas with their mother, they may have had Christmas with their mom, but they definitely missed Mother's Day with her, and Valentine's Day, and Easter. Things you make memories of. And, they've missed that. All because their father is a narcissistic, abusive, possessive jackass. Yep, I said it. Smoke is a jackass. And those other things too. So Smoke, I'm going to keep talking smack because I can. And I find it interesting that when Marissa went missing and you all did that search of the Airbnb place, you rolled up in a white truck owned by Victor, being driven by Tasha Poplin. Day after Marissa went missing, you are seen at your house with a giant ice chest, big enough for a body, and you can't get it into the truck, the white truck that is owned by Victor Martinez, who is the boyfriend of Tasha Poplin. 3 people were seen helping you put that thing into the back of a truck. So I don't understand why you haven't been investigated further. You were telling anybody who could hear that you hated Marissa, you didn't like her anymore. She was the worst mistake you ever made. You beat her. You beat the kids. What kind of human being are you? Seriously. Like, you literally are holding on. You are literally in every aspect the actual stereotype. Seriously, you are completely the stereotype. You beat your wife, you have kids with 15 different women, and you're mean. That's like, typically, that's the black man stereotype. I know, because my late husband was one. So, like I said, Smoke, if you want to get on here and you want to debate me, we can talk. about the facts of this case, and you can plead your innocence. But I don't think you're dumb enough to do that. So, but I do know you've already rolled up on some other woman. You've moved on. And that's a damn shame. So, like I said, it's time to pay the piper, my dear. Your time is coming to a close. I would kiss those kids goodbye because you're probably never going to see them again. Because you're going to be in prison for life. One of these days, Marissa's going to be found, and it's all going to come back to you. And what are you going to say then? I didn't do it. No, you didn't. We know you did it. You better pray to God and whoever else is in part of this conspiracy doesn't talk, though. Because like I said, the first person who speaks gets the best deal. And that's all I got. So, yeah, like I said, Smoke's not devastated. He's jumping for joy. So, on that note, I think I will close this live with saying, well, actually, I'm sorry, I got a question. Is he going to court for child abuse? Yes, he is. He actually has a court date in September for child abuse. So, yeah. Nobody is going to give a rat's ass about this guy. So, alright. Well, like I said, I've rambled on enough. I may have made some more people mad. Let's see, let's run over the names. Let's see. Smoke, Sara Carmichael, Lauren and Aaron, Hudson Reitzer, whatever, something German name. Go ahead. Yell at me. Call me names. Whatever. I don't care. Oh yeah, I have a new nickname, y'all. I am now the crazy YouTube lady. Honestly, I don't know if he's looking at any time at the moment because his court case keeps getting postponed. So I'm not sure where he's at on that. But I am the crazy YouTube lady. Woohoo! Yay! Okay. So anyway, on that note, I just had to throw that out there because that's just freaking amazing. But yeah, it's been a long day. So anyway, y'all have a great night. Thank you for tuning in. Be weird, be rude, be safe, as I always say. And go to my YouTube channel, Red True Crime. Subscribe, like this episode, share, comment, criticize, threaten, whatever you guys want to do. I'm always available. And thank you again for tuning in. You have a wonderful night, and be careful. I'm out. 1 minute? I'm sorry, I was out. Someone said 1 minute. I'm not sure what that means. I gotta learn not to read the comments when I'm doing these because it always delays things. So if anybody has a question, ask me now, because I'm about to get off of here, because I do have things I have to do. Okay, so does not appear anyone's typing anything, which is fine. I have to hop off here. So like I said, be weird, be rude, be safe. Go to Red True Crime, subscribe, like, criticize, comment, whatever. Oh, yes, 1 minute, please. Okay. So I got asked for 1 more minute. So how crazy is this Puff Daddy nonsense? Let me tell you. It's a special place in hell for that guy, too. Dude's not going to have a friend in the world once this is all done. Okay, actually I'm going to bring somebody on here. The shoe question, I will address that here in just a second. I'm trying to add someone that is going to talk. It's taking a second. So the shoes, I have not heard back about the shoes. I know they were doing some testing on those, and okay, that's all I know about that. Right, exactly. Yellow sneakers that yeah, it's exactly what she was wearing that night. So, yeah, I have not heard back from my source as to where they are on that. But interesting that Sarah says they weren't hers. Because how would Sarah know? Because they don't have the information back yet. So that's interesting. Um, yeah, very interesting. Okay. Well, any other questions? Yes. Yes, yes. I'm waiting. Okay. So, new person just came out about Puff Daddy as one of his mothers of his kids. And she said that about the shoes in the live last night. Yeah, yeah, like I said, I mean, Sarah likes to make up stuff and, create things to fit her story that she once told. Like I said, from the very beginning, she denied Marissa's sex work and everything else. She denied it completely. Made it sound like that Marissa was a choir girl. Mm. Okay, I have not had a chance to watch that whole live from last night that she did with those other guys. Um, and no, they have not searched the house in Trinity. That's another question. Someone had asked, have they searched the house in Trinity? Greensboro police don't seem to be doing shit. So, no, they have not searched the house in Trinity. GPD has talked to the owner, registered owner of the house, and they said there is no connection. So, I don't know. But and I heard that from the detective himself. He called and told me that they went out there and they talked to the guy and there's no connection. But we have proof to the contrary. So whenever the detective is willing to look at that, I'll be glad to send it over to him. Any other questions? Exactly. Thank you. So yeah, Sarah denies everything. They haven't even finished collecting DNA on them. So how would she know? She would not know. And that is true, Minnie. They could have placed her there without the owners knowing. That is true. They could get a warrant, but I think they're having difficulty getting that passed through a judge right at this moment. Any other questions? It looks like I might have some people trying to join. Right. No, I agree. It's been too damn long, and she needs to be found. She really does. And Smoke knows that area very well. He's from there. Do I have any other people? FBI is not involved. Oh my God. Now they're going to get me all hot and riled up again. So the FBI is not involved. They've never been involved. Um, she did, in fact, call them and ask for assistance, but GPD has to request them to come in. And the detective Denny made it clear that there was no reason for the FBI to come in. Yeah. Every other word comes out of Sarah's mouth is a falsehood. Right. They are not involved. They stated on the news. You're right. It is. I mean, I don't know if it's the drugs, if she is completely deluded. I don't know what her problem is. That I don't know, Stacy. I, from what I understand, where that house is located, it's very isolated. It's very small. Um, so I don't know. Like I said, I don't know if that's even a possibility. I've not been out to that property, so I'm not quite sure how the layout is. Crack smoke is gonna, yeah, probably. Yeah, crack probably got to her brain and her teeth. I know you're telling the truth, just saying that is what she stated in the live. Gotcha. I mean, now she's calling me the crazy YouTube lady. I mean, that's cool. I can go with that. I just feel bad for the guys that were talking to her last night because they had no clue what they were dealing with. Yeah, I mean, like I said, the cops really should do a much thorough investigation of that area, but I don't know if that's going to happen. Sorry. Um, okay. All right, right. I mean, yeah, exactly, Kayla. She is crazy and she is of the missing, and that's lying and spreading false narratives and created a GoFundMe under false pretenses. So she's worse than anyone out here. Yes, very much. That's all true because that Go. I mean, she was saying first. She was saying that they needed the GoFundMe money to um, hire a private investigator, and then she was like, "I need the GoFundMe money to raise my grandchildren," which you don't have because they're in foster care, you nitwit. So I don't know how far she thought she was going to get with that. Sorry, I'm very tired. Well, thank you. I like to think that the group I'm in is doing more than what is being asked of us because at the end of the day, we're just trying to find somebody. Yes, Lisa, I agree with you. I'd be the same way. Right. And it's sad though, because when you look at it, the media has really not covered the story in the last few months. You know, like I said, they did 30 days, 60 days, 90 days, nothing. We just hit 120, and we're about to hit 160. And I'm sorry, 150. And okay, so I've got two people wanting to come in, and give me a second here. All right. Hey there.
I'm here.
Okay. So let me see if I can get the other person in here. Give me 1 second. This thing is so crazy. All right. So I just added Star on,
Okay.
but just waiting on her to click on, and you guys, then we can discuss this a little bit further. Declined. Okay. Star, I don't know what to tell you. I try to add you on, and it's not letting you. But
So I just wanted to say I seen someone leave a comment asking about the property borderlining that property.
yes.
I personally drove out to that area and seen a man walk from one house of the door of one house into the other door of the other house, didn't pause or anything, and shut the door behind him. So asking the neighbor next door would not be a good idea either, because the properties are connected together.
Okay. Thank you for clearing that up. I kind of forgot about that. You told me, and I forgot about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I started this live going on about how people were, you know, causing drama and starting nonsense with comments, and I'm getting tired of this. Aren't you tired of this, Jessica?
I'm absolutely sick of it. And
Yeah.
every time Star gets close to something big, they
Right.
want to ban her or restrict her from something.
Right. That, yeah. I mean, that's the thing. I'm the one doing all this talking on the channel. No one's coming after me. Not that I really want them to, but you know, they need to leave Star alone. They need to leave her alone. She's not doing anything.
Absolutely.
So, you know, we are no different than the other group looking for Marissa. We all are trying, we have a common goal. Why there has to be so much animosity between everybody is ridiculous.
Right.
Yeah, absolutely ridiculous. But yeah, like I said, Star, for whatever reason, keeps declining the request to come in, so I guess Star doesn't get to talk.
Now, can you
um,
more than two people?
you can, but it keeps declining it. So she's going to try from another page. Okay. But yeah, see, there you go. Lisa Oxidine says, everyone needs to leave Star the fuck alone. That girl has been busting her ass to get answers. Yes, that is true. She has. And I'll tell you right now, if any of us slow down, Star's on our ass. Is she not?
Absolutely.
You know, here we go. Hold on, let me bring her on. I think we're getting her added on. There we go.
What's up?
Hey, baby.
What's up?
How
Yeah, we
y'all
were just talking
doing
about what a
tonight?
hard ass you are.
Of course, and I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna need everybody to stay the fuck out of my inbox too. Stop trying to threaten me off this case.
Right.
It's not gonna happen, Miss Lauren Hatherbath. How the fuck you say her name?
Yeah. Heitzen Ratzenberger something. I have no idea. I said it correctly
Yeah.
earlier.
I just need for everybody to leave me alone. That's all I ask. While I look
Yeah.
for Marissa, that's it.
That's
Yeah.
all. We trying to find Marissa.
Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, I mean,
A man
honestly,
threatened to hit me today.
WTF? Seriously, because it's getting old. The whole thing's getting old.
Yes, yeah.
Yeah, it'd be great if we could get Greensboro PD to actually
Do
be
their
involved.
fucking job.
Yeah, that would be great if we could get them to do that, because we can't hand them more evidence than we already have, giving them cause to go the fuck out there, and yet they're not going out there.
Right.
And I can't understand this. So what's the problem
We
here?
have handed them everything they fucking need.
Yeah,
And they
we really have.
blatantly
Right.
ignore it.
Yeah.
We got people that know them. They be around them. This is not hearsay. This is facts.
Right.
Big fucking
Every time I
facts.
get close to something, I get blocked. I'm blocked for 3 days. I can't get on my own. I can't get in the group until Friday. So
I mean, what I don't
that's it.
understand is that girl earlier today, that Lauren Brown girl and her husband, just starting drama out of nowhere, saying that we're saying mean things about Sarah and all that crap, and it's like, do you even know Sarah? And she's like, oh, I've known her for 3
Right.
years, but
You
do you
fucking
really know her?
prostitute, bitch. Stay the
I mean, but,
fuck out my inbox, bitch. You and your fucking goddamn bum ass niggas. Stay the fuck out my inbox. You're not gonna pull up. We sent the police to your fucking house today, bitch, and you was there. I thought you was on the way to Greensboro.
Right.
What happened? You didn't come?
Whole time you in Thomasville.
Bitch, I ain't running from nobody. I'm right here. I'm right here.
yeah, I mean, that whole thing. I mean, she's a child that has kids,
They
and
ain't got shit to lose. I'm fucking school shooter type of bitch.
yeah,
Who raised you?
yeah. Because she was talking all kinds of nonsense. This girl made it clear that she's been suicidal since she was 13 years old.
She wanna die. She want me
And
to
she wanted
kill
to
her.
die. Yeah, yeah. She was daring Star to kill her, and it's
And I
like,
will. And I gladly will.
yeah,
I mean,
you're
this
right.
shit got me drinking. I don't even drink, y'all.
Oh wow, wow. Well, I will say this: people are getting just really weird and obnoxious about this whole damn thing. And this, like I said, I've never known a missing person case to go this kind of sideways with with volunteers trying to help, and with the family intervening and interceding and keeping people from doing anything, and sending out liars and making up stuff and calling people out. It's like, come on, at the end, don't you want her found? So because you're acting this way, it tells me you don't want her found. You just want sympathy and attention.
Right. And I'm getting tired of it.
Me too. Me too.
Like, stop sending people to me. That's all she gotta do.
We just got a question in the chat. Has Smoke contacted any of you all? I have not been contacted by Smoke. I don't know about anybody
Nope.
else.
He's been silent.
Oh, wow. Wow. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Where's the devastation?
Right.
He's supposed to be
He's too
devastated.
busy partying.
Yeah,
Laid up
exactly.
with the next bitch.
Yeah. Yeah, like I said, I've said this before. Smoke already has another girlfriend in the wings. So,
He's
yeah,
real
there's no grief
fucking
there.
devastated, huh?
Yep. Yeah, very, very, very devastated. You don't got your kids, and you don't
Christina
have your ex.
wanna join. Let Christina in.
Okay. Let's see.
Cause I'm at the point where I'm finna be fucking done, bro. Like, all people do is come after me. Ain't nobody told me thank you for shit I've ever done for them.
Right.
I mean, I was feeding these motherfuckers. And they always wonder why I'm like this, why I talk like this. Because
To speak how that court date went. Whose court day?
Fuck.
Who had court?
No, Smoke was supposed to have court.
Oh.
Because he beat that baby up.
Yeah, but it got pushed back to September.
He's in Guilford County, or is that Davidson?
That's in Davidson.
Ooh. Oh, you know why? Because the bomb threat got called into the courthouse yesterday. They canceled court altogether. It was
I wouldn't be surprised if
Supreme
they
Court
did it.
Day, where they send everybody to prison.
Wow.
So
It's just
they
funny how
canceled
bomb
court.
threat come in the day he got charges for the day he got to go to court.
Shit, that ain't nothing, Star. 7 unmarked and marked Randolph Police Sheriff's Department rode by work today.
Mm. Y'all,
Christina,
I'm not
for
a
whatever
talker.
reason, I
I
can't
do not get on live.
Christina, for some odd reason I'm not able to add you. You're not popping up on the viewer list, so I'm not sure what's going on there.
Jessica, try to add her.
Yeah. You said who?
Christina
Holt.
HOLT.
Yeah, he probably called it in. Exactly.
Yeah, he probably did.
It depends on what kind of phone they use, Minnie. I remember you, Minnie. You was in the group.
Okay, I think Jessica got kicked out for some odd reason. There we go.
She did.
Now, y'all know doggone good and well I don't know how to operate this stuff.
Well, no. Usually what I do is you're supposed to, like, put in their name, and it'll say whether or not to add, and it's not even bringing her up at all.
Look, when I hit the little up arrow, it put me out the call.
Yeah, we saw that.
This is my first time ever being on live.
Are you enjoying yourself?
Well, maybe.
Hey, Christina, do me a favor. Hop out of this and then hop back in. I might be able to add you that way. But
Smoke don't want to clear his name.
No, he doesn't.
I don't know why
He
you
think
was
he
kicked
done
out
got
either.
everything hid.
Oh, Minnie. I don't know who did it. Just because it's my group don't mean I kicked you out. I want people to know this.
Right.
Sometimes they won't even run it by me because they already know what I'm going to say.
Minnie, they're working on tracking that now. As the last I've heard, they don't know who did it, but they are working on tracking it.
They getting to me though.
Yeah.
Sarah said I'm covering for my boyfriend. What fucking boyfriend?
Right.
Well, that's what she also said about Naja too. That Naja would do anything for her boyfriend. I'm like, why would her boyfriend want Marissa gone? That made no sense
at all.
Yeah. Not a damn bit of sense. It's like she's like super ass speculating all over the place. Like, I mean, her calling Sean a kidnapper on live. I mean, she just gave herself a lawsuit right there.
Right.
We have talked to Naja, but we've never done a live with Naja. She will not go live. That girl is terrified of what's out
Smoke.
there. A big
It's so far back off the property that if you're going to so-called fish, you're literally going to be in the middle of their property, the middle to the back of their property. The pond is so far back. So it's not like you could just be standing on the side of the road fishing miraculously. You would deliberately have to go on their property behind the house to be able to go fishing.
honestly, Naja is not going to give too much more than what she's already given us. The girl is just exhausted and scared, and yeah.
I don't give a fuck.
Oh, I know you don't give a fuck, but I'm just saying the likelihood
Where's
of me getting her.
the fucking body at? I don't give a fuck. Bitch, you won't exhausted then? When you're fucking killing her.
Right.
You know my theory. I think Smoke did it. So there she is.
She a part of that shit.
See, it's not letting me add her on. It's crazy.
Damn.
Oh, there we go. Okay, Christina, hold. I'm adding you now. Okay. Hi, Christina. Thank you for joining us.
Oh, you're welcome.
So, what is your whole damn opinion on this whole thing?
First off, Sarah needs to stop telling lies and tell the damn truth. She knows what the hell happened to Marissa, first of all. Second of all, for her to even let Naja be staying there and Marissa was with Naja, then Naja left Marissa. When Marissa called her mama should have picked up the phone.
Right.
Yep.
And the same goes with Tasha. I know Tasha because her mom used to date my dad. So I know Tasha very well. And I know Marissa very well because she used to hang out with my cousins. And I'm not saying Marissa's a bad girl or what she did with her life. That was her choice, her opinion.
Right.
But
that's one thing we all can agree on that.
But for her mom to paint a pretty picture like, oh, she was a princess, didn't do nothing wrong. Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, it all says it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Otherwise.
And I believe, too, that she was sleeping with Smoke while Marissa was sleeping with her stepdad.
Whoa! That is some young and the Western stuff.
We have said this. Sleep!
Ah!
Wow.
Fucking weirdos.
Oh my God.
Because when I had went to court for my son, because my son's in foster care, Marissa, Emma, Sarah, and one of their friends was on the right side of the courtroom. Smoke and another girl was on the left side of the courtroom. I told my mama, the vibe in this courtroom does not feel good. I'm about to walk out, get myself together before I say something I shouldn't say. Because she was supposed to go to court.
Hey, hold on. Let me stop you right there, Christine. I'm sorry to cut you off. But I want to check this young lady right here in the comments. Because you and your mama have been coming after me. What are you doing in Rebecca fucking Clive? Stacy Jones. Ain't your mama named Erin Moore? She was an admin in my fucking group and went to Mo Live and told Mo what the fuck I did was wrong. Why are you here? I need to know. Why the fuck are you here? Because all I got to say is one word and you gone. So you might want to just go ahead and dismiss yourself. Yeah. Yes, you have. I've seen you go after me in other groups. You in Echo Group. Yes, you have. So why are you on here? You say I'm a liar. I don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. So why are you listening to Rebecca then? She in my group. So what's up with your mama then? You can go ahead, Christine. I'm sorry. I just had to see what's up.
Oh, you're fine.
Because I'm tired of motherfuckers don't come for me and then want to try to talk nice to fucking Rebecca. Fuck that.
I've been dealing with haters all day.
Okay.
So
What you
nobody
were
knew
saying.
that Marissa's oldest daughter belongs to Sarah's husband. I heard all about it in the streets.
From what we understand, that news came out about 2 years ago. That became known. And I'm sorry, Sarah doesn't have a husband.
They're
Sarah's
not
never been married.
married.
Yeah. Yep. Because Tony only became single again in about 2019.
Because when I went to court for my son, Sarah, Emma, one of their friends, and then you had Smoke and another girl on the other side. And I told my mama, I said, something don't feel right in this courtroom. Like, I felt tension in that courtroom, and I was sitting in the back of the courtroom, and I felt the tension.
Mm-hmm.
And when Sarah and them walked out, because I think they got another court date coming up September the 5th, the same day I go back. Heaven help me. But, I mean, it's crazy because she keeps saying, oh, Marissa's grandbabies are here with me. I'm like, really? It's already been told that they're in foster care, so why can't you wrap your head around it?
Right.
And then I know the children need answers of what happened to their mom, where their mom is at. Yeah, the children need answers. But for her mom to keep switching the story and telling different tales, that's not helping nobody. That's just making the case worse.
Right. Right.
Because I've been following the case ever since it started. Because I had text Tasha January the 13th, and she said she had just dropped Marissa off and that she was going back home. And then I texted her the next day. I'm like, hey, how's Marissa doing? She's like, Marissa never came back.
She said she was taking Marissa home.
No. She said she's dropping Marissa off, and then she's going back home. She told us she was going to Salisbury.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then, like, all hell broke loose.
I fucking knew
that
it.
Bitch was at that fucking Exxon.
Yup.
Because all
there's
hell
a white truck
broke
in
loose
the video for this.
when
I fucking knew it. That's big the truck. Get ready to get locked up, bitch.
Tasha, I hope you got your whites on, bitch.
Oh my God.
I mean, I got voice memos where she's like, oh, people's trying to say that I had something to do with Marissa going missing, that I killed my cousin and all the stupid shit. Nobody said you did, but for you to say it makes me think you had something to do with it.
Right. Do you think she's getting death threats?
Honestly, she probably is.
Okay.
Because, one, you drop her off, but before you did that, you took her to go get some pills, then you dropped them off. Then you say that you went to a store before you dropped them off. I've noticed, too, that Tasha's story was switching a little bit. Like, she was nervous, like she was hiding something.
Yeah.
Right.
Right.
Ooh, wee boy.
And the thing of it, she started doing them live saying, oh, I'm trying to find my cousin. She's missing. She was the one that started the search parties and everything. If you hop on it and you were the one that started the search parties yourself, and you already feeling guilty for taking her to Greensboro to start with, and now you out here trying to find her, that's that guilt you're going to have to deal with if she does not come back in one piece.
Right.
Right.
And I told Tasha, I said, you're a good person, you take care of your kids, but you should have had a gut feeling like, okay, maybe she was high when she went out prior to going out, or maybe she was a little tipsy before going out. Tasha should have used her best judgment when it came to that situation.
I mean, all this lying though, that's what.
Yeah. And I mean, I'm not trying to speak bad on Marissa's name or nothing. I'm not doing that. But when Marissa was at that nightclub If she had a feeling that something wasn't right, she should have left. She should have found somebody she trusted or contacted her mama and had her mama come and get her. I mean, it makes no sense. You get in person A car, then you get in the person B's car, and then you go vanish at the gas station. I mean, if that was me and I made the 911 call, I would have waited at the gas station, to be honest. That's what I would have done, was just wait at the gas station. I mean, I don't know if she wasn't using her better judgment and she was just mad in that moment. I don't know what had happened.
Well, I mean, Sarah claims she sounded drugged on the 911 call. What do you think?
I mean, it's kind of hard to tell because when Marissa, how her life was, you know, between dancing and then going from boy to boy trying to make money to support the family. I mean, I'm not the one to judge nobody. Any way you get money, as long as you do it and you do it well and you're safe, that's all that matters. But to me, I don't think she sounded drugged. I think she sounded more like she was scared and afraid, honestly.
Right.
Because she just got robbed. She just got thrown out of Jersey's car. Then she gets into Sean's car. And for Sarah that keeps on saying that Sean and Jersey trafficked her, that is a lie. They did not do nothing.
Right.
I don't know what it takes to get that through the head of Sarah, but they're not in it no more. The only ones that you got to be focused on is Mo, Victor, Tasha, Smoke. Those are the ones you got to look at.
Right.
Because you got to think, who did she call from Sean's phone other than her mama that night in Naja? Who else did she try to call to get help from?
Smoke.
Facts.
And I mean, knowing his prior charges with the animal abuse and the child abuse charges, that probably set Smoke off, and he probably did something to her that night, and Victor was trying to cover it up, and probably Tasha got paid off to help Victor. But at the end of the day, Marissa don't deserve none of this. Marissa needs to be found.
Right.
Her kids need justice, and those kids need peace because foster care is bad enough.
Right.
Like, my heart hurts for those kids and for Marissa.
Right.
And I'm not trying to seem like I'm a bad person or nothing, but if Sarah wants Marissa found, she needs to tell the truth, stick with one story, and if she has questions that come up to her that she does not know, that's when she needs to talk to that detective or be like, I cannot release this information. I don't know about it. When I do find out, I will let you know, instead of switching her story, because that makes me think that she has something to do with it. And I don't want to think that. Like, I'm trying not to think that, but it's going on almost 6-7 months now. Like, time is running dear for Marissa. Like, it went from missing